Welcome back to Greg's Game Room. Today I can't tell you how excited I am to finally get what's in this nondescript box because I took the label off already. This is something I've been waiting for a very, very long time. It's the Atari Jaguar game drive by RetroHQ. Essentially, it is an EverDrive for the Atari Jaguar, and strangely enough, the games that I want to play are the ones that nobody else does, like Kasumi Ninja and Trevor McFur and Club Drive and all the bad games that I don't have that I've never actually played. I only have the good games for the Jaguar, so I guess my opinion is a little skewed. But anyway, I can't wait. Let's go ahead and open this up. So the Jaguar was never really much of a popular console, so I'm not surprised that it's taken this long for a flash cart to come out. Now, I got this from the AtariAge store, so you're looking at their quality packaging with the peanuts. These are kind of like beaver nuggets, actually. What do we have here? Nicely packaged box. What's in here? What do we have here? It says, thanks for your purchase. Got a new favorite homebrew? Or maybe one that's not so favorite? Write a review at your purchase at the AtariAge store. This is actually a pretty nice little thing here. Nice. And we got some other materials in here. Welcome to Sky Valley. It's a postcard. That's pretty cool. And then we got another little card for Deep Stone Catacomb, a dungeon crawling game for the Atari 2600. All right, let's get this box out of here. Get all this stuff out of here. Time to open this up. Extremely well packaged. Bubble wrap surrounding the actual box to keep it from getting damaged, as well as some extra plastic covering it. Now, I got the box. This was a little bit extra to have this and a more standard style manual. And it's got a little sticker here on the side. I hate having to break that seal, but oh well. I've never seen such packaging. Well, I have, actually. The packaging for the PlayStation Classic was a little over the top. This is all in one PlayStation Classic box. This is not the same kind of over the top. This is actually meant to protect your purchase, whereas, you know, Sony's thing was just to say how cool they are. Here's the box. Got the nice little graphic down there to kind of show you what it looks like. Jaguar game drive cartridge from RetroHQ allows you to play the full back catalog of Atari Jaguar games and homebrew directly from a memory card. Ooh, that reminds me. I don't know if I have a memory card that I could use today. All right, so again, the box is very high quality, just like the other materials that came in it. It's just begging to come out. All right, let's open it up. See, no matter what you do, that little section always gets folded. There we go. And oh, here's my manual right here. Another one of those high quality jobs. Very glossy, very smooth, slick. Nice big letters for old people like me who can't see words anymore. Showing you exactly how to set everything up. Excellent, excellent. It's a very nice manual. All right, and then here's the game drive itself. Again, wrapped in plastic to keep it safe, keep it not messed up or dinged up or anything. Ooh, yes. Very nice. Very nice. Now, one of the things I was worried about with this is the finish. Now, the finish is kind of, it's almost like a matte finish. It's not shiny or anything like that. It doesn't seem to be 3D printed like the Lynx cartridge that I have. Now, this is the RetroHQ Lynx flash cartridge. Now, if you look at it on the back here, you can clearly see that this has been 3D printed, and I was really concerned that the Jaguar flash cart would also be 3D printed because it just doesn't feel as good. But this actually feels pretty nice. The label is nice and shiny and good. And over here is a port for loading games directly into it if you're a developer. I will never need that. And then here is your micro SD port right here for, I think 32 gig is the largest that you can do, and I think they have to be formatted into FAT32. All right, well, I'm excited. I can't wait to get going with this. Let's plug it in and try it out. Ah, there it is. Booting up, and I need a memory card. I got one around here somewhere. All right, so I went and got myself a nice little 32 gig memory card here, formatted it to FAT32, and put all of my Jaguar ROMs that I've had bouncing around since probably about 2006. Now I understand you have to have clean ROMs, ones that haven't been modified in any way, so I don't know if the ROMs that I have on this memory card are going to work, but let's give it a try. There we go. Kind of have to push it in with your fingernail in order to get it in there. Reading directory. Oh, there we go. Got some ROMs on here. I haven't added the graphics or anything on the side yet. I mean, the very first thing I did was just put the ROMs on here because I want to see if these old ROMs that I have from back in the day are actually going to work. Baseball. I didn't even know I had that. What bad game am I going to try first? Everybody seems to try Atari carts first. I want to try Kasumi Ninja first. Let's see if it works. Loading the ROM. I hope it's gonna work. Crossing my fingers. Crossing my fingers. The worst game ever for the Jaguar. Oh! I got a screen. It might be working. It works! And I didn't have to go hunting a bunch of ROMs. I just used my old ROMs that I had laying around. I can't believe it works. Okay, I'm trying Kasumi Ninja for the first time. Select your fighter. Well, I don't have too many choices here. My first time playing Kasumi Ninja. Plenty of blood, though, that's for sure. I keep wanting to do an uppercut. How do I do an uppercut? Oh, he did an uppercut. You know, this game is really not that bad. I don't know what everybody's complaining about. Uh-oh, am I gonna get killed? That's it. Alright, awesome. My first time playing Kasumi Ninja! And I got it on camera for all posterity. Okay, so I'm using the Pro Controller, and if you hit the left and right buttons, it goes up and down a page, so that makes it nice. These buttons map to the 4 and the 6 button on the regular on the pad. So if you don't have a 6-button controller, you can still do that with the 4 and the 6. Let's try Battlesphere Gold. I already do have the actual Battlesphere right here, which is kind of one of those very difficult games to get, but this is the original version. I don't have the gold version. Oh! Alright. Alright, let's try another one. Let's try Native. I don't know if this is going to work either. I've got one called Native Demo in JAG format and another one just called Native. So let's just try the bin. Nope. Let's try the JAG format one. Maybe that one's more suited for this. And, oh, we got something. It's all flickery though. This is another one that I've never really had a chance to play, but I've heard a lot about this one. Ooh, that's pretty neat. I don't get what's up with the flickery images, but I believe this game became Stormwind on the Sega Dreamcast. But obviously it looks very similar, at least the ship does, looks very similar to R-Type. But yeah, this would have been a fun game if it had come out. What other weirdo games can we play here? Let's see. Slam Racer? COF? I don't know if this is going to work. Honestly, I don't know where I got half of these games from. Just collecting them over the years. Oh, it works. And it's loud. It's a pretty nice animation on that turn. See, you know, I've had these ROMs for a long time, but I've never really had a chance to play them because there hasn't been a decent emulator that can actually play these games. Virtual Jaguar is okay in a lot of cases, but there's just some games that it can't do. So that's why a flash card is really necessary for stuff like this. This is a nice game. It's too bad it never was released. I don't know if it got any further than this. Now I'm stuck at this little thing. Oh, that's a great place to get stuck. How about a little Total Carnage? A bunch of games just did not come out back then. I think Fight for Life was actually the last Jaguar game that was officially released, but this one was not released. I think it was released later, but not during the lifespan of Atari, so I'm not sure how I ended up with this ROM either. This is my first time playing this on the Jag. Can I go up? Yeah. I played this a lot on the like the arcade collections and stuff you can get for the GameCube, but I've never played the Jag version. It's kind of strange playing it without a dual stick. So you have to aim and then hold the button down, and then it'll just keep firing in that direction, which is nice. It's kind of like the Lamatron way of doing it. Oh, I'm surrounded. I got killed. Prepare for total carnage. Look at this guy laying mines. That is not fair. Get out of here. Get out of here. Except for the lack of dual sticks, this is a pretty darn good version of this game. Let's try Club Drive. I've never played Club Drive before. Yeah, I come to an island paradise just to drive a car. It's like I can't do that in real life. I don't know, this game could probably stand a little bit more gameplay. I'm just driving around collecting balls, which seems to be a motif with these Atari Jaguar games. You just go around collecting things. It's not really that bad. It could be tweaked into something that would be more fun. It's fast enough. I think it's fast enough to be pretty cool if they'd have done something a little bit more racy with it. And then the other bad game I want to try is Trevor McFur and the Crescent Galaxy. Now, I actually have played this one time before when I was visiting a friend of mine. He had a copy of it. Yeah, see this part where you're like shooting stuff. It's like shooting asteroids. I like that. Oh, except I died. I know there's a lot more to this game than just this. It'd be nice if there was some, you know, like spaceship enemies to attack instead of just these asteroids. Stay away from me, you weirdly rendered 3D spaceship. Kind of reminds me of the ship from Independence Day, the big mothership with the big fin at the bottom. Enemy strength. Oh, at least it shows me a meter at the top. That's nice. Something you don't get with a lot of Genesis shooters. Jaguar's obviously better than Genesis, you know. Am I going to be shooting more rocks? Okay, now I'm actually shooting aliens and things. Okay, there is one level of parallax. That's not too bad, but there really needs to be more in the background. Look how flat that background is. Come on, guys. You could have done a little bit better than this. Here's one called Hyperforce. I believe this was actually released by Songbird. This is cool. Jumping is a little awkward. Okay, yeah, I got like a jetpack I can go up with. But if I bump my head, that sucks. It just bounces me back down. This seems to be a pretty cool game. How about Worms? Play game. This is not as easy as I thought it would be. I thought I'd just run around and shoot things. I didn't know I had to, like, select things and stuff. Well, it works. If you like Worms for Jaguar, it works. But this game is just not exciting me that much. Alright, I noticed that I had Defender 2000 Jag and Defender 2000 ROM on here. And I just tried the ROM file and it worked perfectly fine. So now I'm going to try the JAG file and see if that works. I bet it does, because it seems like all the other JAG files that I have are working as well. There really wouldn't be a point in having both ROMs on there. I probably would just stick with the JAG ROMs. I don't know what the difference is in the formatting or anything, but if they both work, then why would you have both? Just stick with one. And actually it seemed like it loaded a little bit faster as a JAG file. So I think I'll just stick with those. I actually kind of like this game. Except I don't like dying every 2 seconds. Literally, dying every 2 seconds. So I went online and I made a few changes to the SD card. First of all, you'll notice over there on the right side where we've got the screenshot and the box art. Now this is a separate file that you have to get. I think they're called MRQ files. There's actually a tool on the RetroHQ website that allows you to create your own, or you can use the ones that are already there. If you go to AtariAge, you'll be able to find it. There's a whole subsection in the forum just for the Jaguar GD. And there's also a thread, I believe by Cyrano, that includes a lot of Atari ST conversions to the Jaguar. And you can find the ones that say SD_skunk, and those are ROMs that have been specifically fixed for the Jaguar game drive. I'm not sure why they say SD, shouldn't they say GD? Let's try, I think this one is a fixed one. Escape from the Planet of the Robot Monsters. I wish this had come out for the Jaguar. Gotta shoot the robots and collect the gems and save the humanoids. Now the problem with the Atari ST is that it used the standard Atari 2600 joystick, and of course that only has one button, so I'm kind of limited to the buttons that we can press here, unless they use something on the keyboard, which is not something that, you know, I have here with the Jaguar gamepad. Well, I guess I may have the number pad, but I don't have the actual keyboard. Here's Clax, but it's an ABS file. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's try it. Okay, I guess I found one that does work. It's an AtariAge branded ROM, so I guess it does work. We'll see. Ooh, yep, here you go. Atari ST version of Clax. Doesn't seem like this version has any sound. What else we got? How about R-Type? I heard this one doesn't work, so we'll see. It does work. It's a little bit slow, but it does work. Of course, it'd be interesting to compare. What the heck got me? Be interesting to compare this against the actual Atari ST and see how they compare with each other. Okay, let's try Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, which is the European version of Ninja Turtles. I think this is the arcade game. Well, it's letterboxed. Kind of stinks. Animation's a little bit sluggish. But it looks decent. Looks good. A little choppy, not too bad. Let's see, what have I never played before? Val d'Isere, skiing and snowboarding. Alright, so I hit the B button to actually make him go. Just like pushing the gas pedal, because, you know, all snowboards have gas pedals on them. If I let off on the button, he just slows down and stops, which, you know, naturally, that's what happens. I like the way he makes that tumble, he then rolls over himself. Oh, hit a tree. What? I missed the checkpoint? Oh man. I don't know, that's a pretty cool game, actually. Sprite-based game, not 3D. But I don't know, is that something that Genesis couldn't do? Maybe. Space War 2000. Oh, trippy. This looks cool. How do I use the radar though? In Battlesphere you got two radars, one in front and behind. So you can kind of gauge where the stuff is. This radar is weird. Oh, there it is. Is that the starbase or is that an enemy? I don't know, I'm shooting them anyways. Boom! That looked cool. Okay, Lance J. Lewis with the third eye. You don't have to look unimpressed. How about Pinball Fantasies? Never played that one before. Oh, there we go. Around the curve and oh, I'm down. I'm dead. Over. Game over. Alright, let's do one more that I've never played before. And that's got to be Super Burnout. I know a lot of people have talked about Super Burnout being a really great game, and I've never played it. Never had a chance to play it. But now I'm going to play it. It is nice and smooth, I will say that for sure. Very smooth scaling and scrolling and all that on the road. Oh, wipe out again. And now, it always says option for firmware upgrade when it starts. Apparently if you scan this QR code, then it'll take you to the web page where you can download the latest firmware. And from what I understand, future firmware is going to have the ability to play Jaguar CD games, which will definitely make my 32 gig card useful. So So there you have it, the Atari Jaguar game drive. Now, one of the things that I didn't mention is that it will also save games, which is nice. And I understand this little white dot right here reveals a LED hiding behind it so that when it's saving games, it's gonna light up, and you don't wanna turn off your Jaguar in the middle of a save game. It would have been cool if they'd have done the LED lights in the eyes of the label. That would have been pretty neat, but you know, I'll take it with a dot, that's fine. And so yeah, I did get the deluxe package from AtariAge with the box and everything, and you know, honestly, I'm very impressed with the whole production, the whole packaging, the whole everything. It's just great. It's definitely a great way to go if you want, you know, your collectible box and everything, and I do. So as I was playing the game drive, I was checking out the games that I own that I currently have out of the box. So I started putting them back in the box, but I got a little wistful, and I was like, you know, do I really want to put all of these back in the box? I won't ever really need to play with the actual cartridges again, but it still is nice to at least have them out. So I decided to keep 3 of those games out, and take a guess which games they are down in the comments. All right, so now you're asking yourself, is it worth it to get a Jaguar game drive? If you just want the drive itself, it's $180. If you want the deluxe edition with the box, it's $200. So it's an extra 20 bucks to get the box and that special manual. And honestly, I have to say, yeah, it's definitely worth it. If only for the reason that certain games you just cannot get for the Jaguar. Battlesphere being one of them, Battlesphere Gold. If you go look on eBay right now for Battlesphere, I want to say that's like $800 just to get that game in the box. And then of course you got Atari carts. Everybody starts out playing Atari carts on this thing because they've never played it before. It's such a rare game. Basically, for the price of one Jaguar game, you can have all of them on here. In my case, it was very easy setting it up. I just formatted the drive and copied my ROMs on, but you might have ROMs that don't work, and it's usually because they've been modified in some way or another. So you might want to look on the internet and get yourself some new ROMs if the ones that you have don't work. So if you have a Jaguar, you owe it to yourself to get one of these because they're fantastic. You can get them at the AtariAge store. I think you can also get them at Stone Age Gamer, but wherever you get it, definitely get one because it's great. And I expect to have many, many years of enjoyment playing with this cartridge because, you know, there's even new stuff coming out. There's more and more, you know, Atari ST game conversions that are coming out. And there's also homebrews that are always coming out for the Jaguar as well. So just getting this doesn't mean you're statically locked into a certain set of games. There's more and more games that are always coming out for the Jaguar. So definitely pick one up. All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Take care, everybody. See you again soon. Bye-bye.